We have we call the meeting to order and open with a pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Presiding Commissioner Bushman is unavailable for the meeting this morning. Asked me, or maybe the Eastern District Associate Commissioner asked me to sit in. So here I am. Any minutes
Yes.
and reports received and filed?
Yes, we have the recorder's October 2025 fees, the county clerk's October 2025 fees, and the auditor's revenue and expenditure report for October 2025.
Thank you. Commissioner Committee liaison reports, announcements of other upcoming meetings and events.
I'd say no communities meeting. We were talking about that a little earlier. They'll have one for Thanksgiving prayer breakfast the day before, later in the month. Cole County Extension Thursday night, Friday morning, Eastside Business Association, 7:45 at the Samaritan Center. Monday, I've got the Board of Realtors Political and Economic Responsibility Committee meeting. And Tuesday, we've got an HBA board meeting and planning meeting. And I'm announcing those today because our regular meeting is on Wednesday next week. So we might see you all Tuesday if you show up here accidentally, like I probably will anyway.
Yes, thanks for bringing that up because next Tuesday is Veterans Day. Today is election day. Everyone please vote on the matter. Thursday, Westside Business Association and Bugle Boy event, and on Friday, Lincoln University has a veterans event. Okay, next item of business is proclamations. I'm going to read a proclamation that has been signed by the commissioners, and if we have someone here that represents the caregivers group, would you come on up?
Somebody get a
Give it to,
thank you so much.
Print out an 8.5 by 11 for you later on.
You go ahead.
come on up and so you can be part of the
Yeah.
discussion.
You sign on
Get as close as you can. Oh, yeah.
This November in Cole County, we recognize 800,000 family caregivers across the state of Missouri who are helping their older parents, spouses, and other loved ones live independently in their homes where they want to be. Whereas Cole County family caregivers are among the 48 million Americans nationwide who are being recognized in November, National Family Caregivers Month, these individuals hold up a broken long-term care system. The physical, financial, and emotional toll on them is great. They help keep their loved ones with everything from managing medications, medical care, meal preparation, feeding and bathing and dressing, chores, financing, grocery shopping, transportation, and more. Many family caregivers work full-time or part-time at paying jobs, and many have to cut back their hours or quit their jobs entirely to make sure their loved one get the care they need and deserve. So whereas Missouri dedicated family caregivers provide 750 million hours of care every year, adding up to 11.6 billion in unpaid labor annually, and whereas family caregivers deserve our gratitude, but they also need common sense solutions that save them time and money and provide service support. And whereas every day heroes, family caregivers in Cole County help their older parents, spouses, siblings, or grandparents live independently with dignity. Now therefore, we, the Cole County Commission, do hereby proclaim the month of November 25th November of 2025 to be Family Caregivers Month in Cole County. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
We want to recognize the caregivers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
This is for you.
Thank you.
All right?
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Did y'all get your picture?
Oh, yes, please.
Got him? Thanks again.
No, thank you.
Now, you're welcome to stay for the meeting, but it's not required.
Appreciate it, thank you.
I don't think we have anything on the bids and contracts.
I don't know.
Accounts payable under new business?
There's no accounts
No, no to today. We have a second and final reading of budget adjustment number 7.
This is the second and final reading for budget adjustment number 7, which was $59,000 from the EMS Enterprise Fund.
All righty, good. Make a motion to approve court order number 7 for $59,000 for the EMS Enterprise Fund.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No. Motion carries. Are we to get into the sheriff's thing, or did he?
I think Aaron's representing today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep,
Yep.
he snuck in on you. Sitting
On the
over all
agenda.
quiet and stuff. That's not.
Sheriff's Department discuss holiday payout.
Yeah, so we've done this in the past, and we're looking for y'all to approve of 40 hours, up to 40 hours per person of holiday leave, accrued holiday leave. So I think the sheriff had sent you all an email with some numbers. I think the worst case scenario for the payment could be up to $75,000, and that's if every employee, utilized up to the 40 hours, which obviously is not likely going to happen.
We've done this in the past because they can either use it or lose it. And when you get to this time of the year,
That's correct.
sometimes you don't know when you're getting called in with all the holidays and stuff. And
Sure.
get this time built up, it's hard to use it. So,
Yes, that's exactly right. You get towards the end of the year, they start competing, and clearly we're a 24/7 operation, so we have to have minimum staffing before they can even get it approved. So,
The sheriff did discuss, I think, with each of us individually, and ensures to us that it fits under the budget line, it doesn't exceed the budget part of it.
yeah, so we're actually in the salary line going to carry over around $450,000. So at this point, due to vacant positions.
I'll make a motion to approve the sheriff's department request for the holiday payout.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
What date did he want to do that on?
That's a great question. I'll have to get back with you on that, because I'll have to check with Betsy, because she's kind of the smart one. So
It'll have to be one of the next 2 checks.
Yes.
yeah, that's what I was figuring, but okay.
Okay, we'll follow up with you guys.
Okay.
Next item on the agenda is approval of cafeteria plan limits for 2026 year.
We are requesting to go to the federal limits for the 2026, which is the maximum for the medical reimbursement of $3,400, and then child care is $7,500 a year.
What's the child support number again?
$7,500.
34.
Bless you.
Thank you.
The cafeteria plan limit for 25 was 2,500?
Medical was $3,400, and then child care was
I
$5,000.
mean, for the current year.
Yes.
We're moving it from
25.
25
Yes.
to 34?
Yes.
Okay. And this is people taking their own money, putting it into a side account, and then drawing out as the expenses are incurred.
It's a tax benefit, it's pre-tax.
It's pre-tax, right? Yes.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the proposed cafeteria plan limits for the 2026 year.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of 2026 holidays.
And you guys should have a copy in your folder of the holidays we're proposing for the 2026 calendar year. So we just need approval on those, or if you guys want to make any adjustments and changes.
Is there any change on this schedule from the 25?
No.
No. In 4/25, we added Truman and took away the floating. There was some objection by Public Works crew, but that was the only change made in the last 5 years.
Juneteenth on there.
We had the Juneteenth at some point in there, but
Oh,
since
yeah.
5 years, that might have been over 5 years
It
ago.
was in the last 3, I think, with
Yeah.
Juneteenth added. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So there's 13 on there, and there was 13 last year, so.
Have any of the directors heard discussions that the staff would like to have a floater and would be willing to give up?
I'll just share the feeling of a lot of my staff. They end up having to work a lot of holidays, whether it's MLK or President's Day, plow and snow. It's fairly common that happens. And then the Columbus days, the Truman, some others throughout the year, our engineering staff has to work because the contractors are working because they're not a prevailing wage holiday in the reg for prevailing wage. And so a lot of our staff is working on holidays and they just get the straight time. They're not getting the time and a half, which is,
Labor law compliant.
yeah, right. So that would be the only issue that we see sometimes. When they do have to work a holiday, they're not getting the time and a half.
I hear a different opinion. Like this year, Christmas is on a Thursday, so, everybody, of course, wants to be off the day after Christmas, or when Christmas falls in the middle of the week, they want Christmas Eve off, because those are the days that they want to spend with their family. So my staff are like, I'd be willing to give up Truman Day or Columbus Day if we could have Christmas Eve. And yes, I can allow people to take off, but like this day after Christmas, like almost every single person wants to take off, so then it's, well, I have to force people to work. I hope they don't call in sick, which most of them would not, but you have to force people to work. Or if we all take leave, then, are we allowed to shut the building down and not have client services, which I'm sure we won't have that many clients anyway. So that's what I hear is people want those days close to the holidays with their family. They're not as worried about having, like May 8th off. They'd rather have Christmas Eve or the day after Christmas.
And if I hear you right, they'd be willing to trade Columbus Day for,
And they haven't specifically said Columbus Day, but it was like, I'd give up one of those other holidays
Right.
for Christmas Eve or the day after Christmas, because that's more important to them. Not many people have, festivities on Columbus Day or Truman Day, but they sure want to have Christmas with their family, especially if they have a lot of holidays to go to on Christmas Eve. Or this year, it's the day after Christmas that seems to be that nobody wants to work. Everybody wants to travel or such.
The only thing that we've discussed in finance and HR about leaving out Columbus Day instead of Truman's Day, if we go back to a floating, is that if we keep Columbus in, it kind of gives us evenly spaced, for the most part, holidays at the end of the year. So we have a September and October, November and December. Whereas if we took out Truman's, we're having larger gaps at the end of the year and not the beginning. So our position, I think, unless Jess has a different opinion, is that if we're going to swap one back out for the floating holiday, we would rather it be Truman's again.
Plus,
Reverse last year's change.
Columbus Day offers a 3-day weekend. Truman could be right in the middle of the week,
Right.
which is,
well,
Well, it's a school holiday for many on Columbus Day.
and it's a
Ours is.
federal
We
holiday.
didn't, our school
It
is
is
not
federal.
closed for Columbus Day this year.
On the Christmas holiday being on a Thursday, I know our vacation has to be spent down or lose it by the previous
Yes.
Friday or Saturday,
I know.
whatever.
Mhm.
Is that a hard and fast rule, or could we allow it another
I
week?
think that's a hard.
You mean the holidays have to be spent by the end of the year?
Yeah.
Well, the vacation has to be spent by that one.
Yeah, the
pay period.
vacation, there's a
Yeah.
payout date on that. It's a deadline. It wouldn't be mobile.
But like in our situation, if everybody takes off, then we have to shut down. Which I think as long as we advertise to clients, it's no big deal, but just to be aware that we would close that day.
How about going off the top rope here and saying get rid of Truman and Columbus and have 2 floaters? Does that mess up payroll? Does that make it difficult?
We would just add another,
I'm just throwing that out there. What?
But if everyone decides, like in my office, to use that floater on the day after Christmas and we close, is that gonna cause an issue for anyone else?
Well, someone who's knocking on the door for a health reason,
Right.
that causes them problems.
Right. Unless we advertise and they know we're gonna be closed.
Or what if not everybody wants to do that?
well, then what about all the other offices as well?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Commission recorders, if everyone just says we're not gonna be here, then
Well, I mean, it's, there are certain days that, you know, if, I won't pick on the collector, but let's just say we have 2 floaters and the collector's office decides, well, the last 2 days of the year I'm taking off, which are
Yeah, they-
the 2 busiest
Yeah.
days. So the collector's gonna put his fist down and say, no, you're not.
Right.
I don't want to cause a problem, I'd rather solve one.
We've done that before, caused problems.
Why stop now?
We had the floater at one time, and then we went back to having the day off because I thought it was causing a problem with everybody else is closed, their babysitters are off, and so people were complaining, and, you know, we thought we were doing something good, but it was kind of more of a pain for other people. So I'm fine with the idea, but we may want to look into it and see how everybody else wants to do it. I know being closed actually cost us some money too with emergency services personnel, sheriff, EMS, you know, even public works for that matter, because it seems like when something's going to happen, it's always on a holiday. So,
Who does Survey Monkey in the group?
We do.
You do.
We can do it.
What if you surveyed Monkey, or the staff, with options? One is, leave it alone. We're going to do these 13. End of discussion. One option is we institute a single-day floater for Truman. Another option is a single-day floater for Columbus. And another option is 2 floaters and get rid of those 2 other holidays. Let's see
Yeah,
what,
unless Jessica wants to
see
do
what
one.
staff and,
You want all county staff, of course?
I can do it. I've never done Survey Monkey, but if you want to show.
Say Dana can do it. Look at his.
Why not? I mean, if you're
Yeah, why
gonna ask
not?
people.
I've got an account list.
You do?
Okay, you
We
guys
want
can do
to
it. Sure, yeah, so they probably could. If not, Dana could do it.
okay. And then we put it on next week's agenda to, so how quickly do you start to trickle in with?
I mean,
Pretty quickly on
Yeah.
your last survey, when you got answers right away.
yeah, so people are usually pretty, especially I think if it's holidays, I think they'll respond.
Well, now, you know, saying this is for 26.
Right. We need an answer by, tell them you need an answer by Friday.
Free, yeah.
You can get a report
I mean-
pretty quick.
It's not going to change things for this calendar year.
Right. Like I said, we're still gonna have an issue
Yeah, I
in
know folks
December.
are asking about, well, we'll talk about that later, but
Would the commission just give us off the 26th as a added bonus?
Just.
That's
add an
happened
extra.
before. It's been a while ago.
yeah.
Give us
Give us
the
26th.
26th as a holiday.
The day
Well, that's a
after
whole different
Christmas,
discussion.
instead of a
That's for
floater.
this year's,
Right,
that's not next year's.
right. Yeah, we're
We're
planning.
talking about it though.
I know, and all my staff, they're struggling with trying to figure out what we're
I think
gonna do.
that's what you were alluding to, that was gonna be a separate discussion, right?
Yes.
For 2026 holidays, if we can do that survey, and if you want to have a comment section, because if there's stuff we're not thinking of, I mean, it's good to know. I'm not having to take kids to daycare or school or find.
Or
other-
travel for holidays, if your family
So-
lives elsewhere.
Yeah, so-
So if the 25th is on a Saturday and the 26th is on a Sunday, then you get Friday and Monday off too.
Not necessarily, you just get Christmas Eve in that year. They're talking about a special exception for this year since Christmas is on a Thursday. Then on a regular year, you would just get Christmas Eve off and have a 3-day weekend for Christmas. It'd be great.
So for the 26 holidays,
2026.
let's just
We'll do the survey monkey.
table it, get the survey done, and we'll revisit it next week.
Yes.
If we don't have the information or whatever, then we can go from there, but
Sheila, do you need to include something in there that regarding offices cannot be closed or?
Well, that would be at their decision.
Yeah, so say we have done that before.
At the end of the day, it's up to the elected official to follow through with their duties.
yeah, collector's got different
Yeah.
statutes that regulate when he has to be open. They have to be there, so I think he deals with it.
Well, they work on Saturdays, the end of the year.
So the plan is survey, and it's on the agenda for next week, what to do about 2026. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Can we also discuss or put on the agenda for next week for 2025, since
Well,
we both brought up the day after Christmas?
if you want to make a request to talk about the rebalance of this year, you know, the governor has not yet given off Friday after Thanksgiving.
Right.
I guess we've traditionally followed the governor's lead.
No, it's
No, that's a holiday.
For us.
It's already in
It's
ours.
on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on there. We've just, since we always end up giving it anyway, I think we just said, heck with it, we're just gonna make it a holiday so people can plan.
Right.
And I think that'd be the idea. If we're gonna do December 26th this year, people can plan, also the offices can plan on, do we have to be open with a skeleton crew, or can we close up? So, yeah. I think we would have to have.
Let's talk about Thanksgiving this year.
They took away a holiday and gave us the day after Thanksgiving a number of years ago. Like, they took
Well,
away
then why-
Lincoln.
Is it on our list of holidays
Yes.
for 25?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It isn't on for 26, is it?
Yeah,
Where is it?
the November 27th, towards the bottom, day after Thanksgiving.
Well, I got it back.
You've got the state holiday.
I'm sorry, I've got the state number here.
Yeah, they sent us the state, the federal, and then our proposed, so. Might change the vote now.
Did we pick up another day here now?
Juneteenth, a couple years ago.
That was back when Mark Ellinger was here that they voted to give the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we've been doing that one for a while.
The state gets Lincoln off.
It's what?
Lincoln's birthday.
Lincoln.
They get President and Lincoln.
Might as well get President's Day off too then, I mean.
Hey,
The
They get-
difference is the state has Lincoln Day on.
uh-huh.
I got you.
And then they have to wait for the governor to give them the day after Thanksgiving.
So the day after Thanksgiving this year is already in the books, and it's being proposed to be in the books for next year. I was looking at a bad schedule. Okay. That doesn't change our survey thing,
Correct.
all right? But it's still on the floor for discussion is Christmas this year.
Friday the 26th is, I think, what the requests have been. So,
We did ask the state, and that's not official.
Yes.
The day after Thanksgiving or the day after Christmas? Either.
Either.
I said all the offices that got us Boss's Day gifts got the day off, so.
I'm good with that.
He was feeding us chili and soup that day too, so. We get that fish over at Public Works, so not to leave you out there. I like to pick on you too, though. Chief Ward is being awful quiet back there. We need to throw him under the bus here in a second too. So,
So nobody get hurt that day, you're fine.
I don't know, he could have back-to-back 24 guys with 24-hour crews with 2 holidays. It would get, I don't know, it'd get interesting with his crew, but he can handle it.
Can you get him some highway signs?
Yeah, we got
The entrance and exits out of Cole County that EMS is closed for 2 days.
we can make those for you.
Don't hurt yourself.
Can we leave it at that the Christmas this year issue is under discussion and under consideration? Do we need to make we want this guy to get some part of the blame or part of the credit? I don't let him skate on this one.
That's just, put it with next week as well then. Let's
Okay.
just do that, because, I mean, we could
Another agenda item for next week is
do the 26 holidays and then Christmas.
12, 26, 25, question mark. All right.
I mean, I'm leaning both ways on it. We've got time off that people can take, and, you know, is it another holiday, or do we just say heck with it and just close up, go enjoy, and send some extra Christmas presents to the commissioners, you know?
Okay. Anything else on that?
We'll put it on Sam. We'll tell him we had a tie vote and it's on him.
All right. Anything else under unfinished? No. I'm going to make a motion to go into closed session pursuant to section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri. The commission will go into closed session to discuss the following: personnel issues under section 610.021, subsection 3.
Second.
Roll call.
Jeff,
Yes.
Harry.
Yes. We are in closed session.
Stop.